Thank you, sir. I gotta start a meeting here in just a minute, so. All right, thank you. Bye. I still had a few seconds, but I heard him. Okay, at 6 o'clock, let's call the meeting to order. Could we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Could we please get the roll call?
Scott Hansen,
Here.
Ben Terrell, Lisa Lewitsky,
Here.
Ray Whitaker, Ed Kemp,
Here.
Tim Catron,
Here.
Zachary Dillinger, Frank Holmes,
Here.
Brian Ross.
Here. Thank you. Have the proper notices been posted and sent?
They have.
What are your wishes for the agenda this evening?
I move the agenda.
Support.
We have a motion support. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. What are your wishes for the minutes of January 14th?
I'd move the minutes.
Support.
We have a motion support. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. This time on the agenda, there's a portion for public comments. Is there any public comments? If you could state your name and address for the record for us, please.
Drew Marks, 11459 Carlton Center Road, Lake Dust, Michigan. I'm not sure if this is on the agenda. I believe it is. I was unable to find the agenda. I was just checking my phone to see if it was on there or not. Well, it isn't up. Yeah. I got one, but I was on my phone looking to see if it was there. But so, you know, I was wondering if it hasn't been put out so people can access this online.
Yes, it is published.
Okay. Well, I'm here today, and as you know, I attend some of the zoning committee meetings, and it came up to allow duplexes, and I think we're maybe talking about DCA tonight on duplexes in limited ag areas tonight? That's next month. Well, that's next month? Good. I couldn't, good. I'm a month early. And we'll pick this up, hopefully, if we have another zoning committee meeting in between. I hope we do. We can talk about this further. I hope we can discuss this. I'm opposed to that, looking at that. I'd kind of like to get more information. Before I guess I'd say I'm opposed. But I read the House bill, and that was that was mentioned. And one reason we wanted to talk about that is because it was coming governmentally. That was for areas of 50,000, population of 50,000. I'm like, okay. Now, also about a year ago, you voted to take duplexes from conditional use to use of right in the low-density residential. And this time, we're just taking limited ag and going right to use of right. And intent and purposes, as you know, I know you know this stuff, is for single-family homes. And residential one, I kind of get it. I kind of got even though I spoke against that as well. But limited ag, I live out in the country a little bit. I don't know if I want duplexes going up, boom, boom, boom. And I'm not sure if everybody knows about this in our county, if they want that. And there's not a lack of communication. It's difficult to get this information out so the average person knows this kind of stuff's being voted on. You see there's me and this gentleman here, right? A lot of good stuff's going on tonight. So I think I look forward to talking more about this. Not that it's going to change anything, but that's what I came to do tonight, and I couldn't pull it up on my phone. It looked like it was because of what we talked about at the committee meeting. It was, highlighted. We talked about it. Blah, blah, so.
Before you leave,
Huh?
Before you leave, I'll look to make sure it is published, but it should be published.
I downloaded the minutes for tonight, the agenda, but the agenda didn't come up. The case you covered last month, or I think it was a month before, for the campground and the cabins and stuff, right? That's in the minutes that are gonna be approved, I guess, but I didn't see the agenda for tonight on there. So here I am, to hopefully talk more at the committee about duplexes being allowed as a use of right in limited ag in Eaton County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that end?
Anyone else have any public comments?
You know me.
Next would be public comments for conditional use permits and DCAs, but we have none tonight, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, next on the agenda is PA 116 applications. We have 3 of them.
So before you are 3 farmland open space preservation applications, also known as PA 116. They are submitted by Dan and Jacqueline Burkett for a total of 269.15 acres located in Calamo Township, specifically sections 23 and 27. The total acres cultivated is 232 acres. The applicants state the properties are in cultivation devoted to cash crops and meet the requirement of being 40 acres or more, with 51% or more of the land devoted to agricultural. The applicants state that there are no structures located on the property, and they are requesting the agreement to be for 20 years. The properties are zoned limited agricultural and are designated as agricultural preservation in the Eaton County Master Plan. Area properties are also zoned agricultural and master plan for agricultural preservation, which supports single-family homes and farmland. And that completes the report for the 3 PA 116 applications.
I'm assuming this all meets the standards necessary for PA 116.
It does.
Anyone have any questions for staff? Seeing none. Anyone like to make a motion?
If I may, Chair, the motion is to recommend approval to the Board of Commissioners.
I'll move it. Support.
We have a motion to support. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is other business, something that we haven't officially done. I've reviewed, and I'd like to appoint the same committee members to the committee that they are currently on. Make that formal for this year. So if anybody has any questions, let me know, or if you'd like to be more involved, we could probably switch some stuff around, but in the past, I haven't heard anything, so. Okay, next, reports.
I did fail the board. I again forgot to include our Department of Construction Code and Planning and Zoning report. I will do better next month. We are still working out how much the township will be paying in for planning and zoning services to continue here in Eaton County. Right now, it's looking at about $15,000, which is less than the $20,000 that I had originally projected. We're also looking at writing an ordinance for cities and villages to also come under the umbrella of Eaton County as well. At this time, it has been requested that there are no fee increases. The Zoning Ordinance Committee did review some fee increases that put the cost of the applications back to the actual applicant, and right now that has been paused. So that's what I have for that report.
Zoning Ordinance Committee?
Zoning Ordinance Committee did recommend several amendments to the zoning ordinance, all making things less restrictive, including allowing for duplexes in limited ag zoned property. That will go before the Planning Commission at their May 6th meeting. And I believe all Planning Commission members got an email with a copy of that potential text amendment.
Okay. Board of Appeals, they haven't had a meeting.
Correct. They have not had a meeting due to lack of business, which is a good thing. That means that the changes that we made to our zoning ordinance are effective.
Okay. Another portion for public comments. I don't see anyone standing up. Upcoming cases, there are 3 conditional use permit applications in the DCA that Brandy was talking about. You want to give us a heads up on the conditional use permits? No? Okay.
Is there a zoning ordinance committee coming up, meeting?
There is currently one scheduled for April 15th. I am technically out of the office. If the zoning ordinance committee would like me to look at my calendar and maybe plan one for a different day, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Depends on how quick you want us to review the stuff that's on there.
Okay. I will look at my calendar tomorrow and send out an email.
Okay. So we are adjourned. We're done. How do you want us to sit in our seats?
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Or
So move.
Support.
all in favor, say aye.